Well, we have to do this embarrassing thing of reading our own poems after. I'll just read one. This is a poem, the last poem in my first book, Fugue for Other Hands, and I do think I kind of talk to myself a little bit in this one, so I'll just read it. It's called Fragments. The woman in the photograph looks fearless because she is not. Because the men surrounding her have made her undo her blouse and kneel under the body of the horse and take something unfathomable in her hands and lift it into the light and open the quarter note of her broken mouth. It is 1919. It is after the war. As horses do, this one will not survive the next 10 years of its life. Probably one of the men will bury it in clover. Probably the flesh she holds against her face is riddled in stone somewhere like a loaf of bread beside the dark body of another winter. I know it isn't right to bring this up now under the filth of all that, but you understand there are no connections in this life anyway, that whatever we do to one another is buried in the flesh of the other, that we are strangers in the dim light of morning, struggling to find each other's mouths, each other's palms, each other's hair. But a woman I love is dying because she will not eat. She sprawls on the bed like a river delta in winter in which the body of her father lies drowned, cold as a stallion with its blinders on. She takes herself into the wind. She touches the deer in the orchard. I know who you are, she says. I know what you are capable of. A man walks into a house in winter. He finds a woman lying on the tile like a note in the halls of a fugue, like the twins buried in an autumn storm when their deafness overcame them. There is snow on her wrists. All the birds of his youth nest in the mouth of her body. And the house is filled with the music of an old master. But all they hear is a voice behind an empty chorus. What have you done? It argues. What have you not yet done? I walk out to a barn, through a maze of rabbit tracks, and scrawl a name on a snow-blown door. The room smells of cedar. There are owls in the lofts. Through the half-dark, I begin to rid the rafters of last spring's swallows' nests, as though, if I believed it, I were feeding Christ on the cross with a honeyed rod to carry his crown on my hands. You see, I almost tell him, we survive one another. And as I feed him, I hide his earthly face. Thank you.